So I'm pretty excited because I bought a new project. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I'm going to tease you about it. I'm going to sneak a little peek, show you what it is. Oh, what is it? I don't know. I just picked it up. I met a super nice kid named Cameron right here over in Salem, New Hampshire. It was his grandfather's car. So obviously it had some sentimental value, and it does to me too, because my grandfather also had an El Camino when I was a kid. Oh, I said it. Anyways, yeah, I bought an El Camino. So I just went out, I found it on Facebook Marketplace. Obviously it was a bidding war because the price was right. So I was competing with a few other people. And you know the best thing to do when you're competing with people on Facebook Marketplace? Be respectful. It goes a long way, you know, because there's a lot of jerks on Facebook Marketplace. If you're one of them, you know who you are. People are rude, they're short, they lowball you, they're very insensitive or insincere, all the above. So I try to just be polite, respectful, and courteous, and I say, hey, I'd really like to come check this out. I have cash and a trailer. I'm ready to go. Very serious buyer. Please let me know. And there was somebody ahead of me, but big surprise, they flaked, because that's what people on Facebook Marketplace do. So I just went and checked it out. I'm super excited about it because Cameron and his grandmother, who actually owned the car, were pretty receptive to it. So we were able to make a deal, and I am thrilled. A lot of people are going to probably make fun of me or say it's a junk, but I don't think so. I'm kind of moving away from my Japanese classics that I love so much, and I wanted an old Chevy, so that's exactly what I got. Come along, because this is going to be a multi-part series.
Everyone, it stinks in here.
It stinks. That's what old cars smell like.
No.
Yeah, that smells like a muscle car. This brings back memories.
It smells like a skunk spot.
All of my cars smelled like this. My dad's car smelled like this when I was a kid. Papa Kev, his car smelled like this when I was a kid. So it brings back memories. What do you think? That'll piss off the neighbors.
You like it?
First things first, let's air up these rubbers. Oh yeah, no air. It's about 7:30 on a Saturday night. I'm about to take it out for its maiden voyage. Let's see how she does. I'm just taking it to the neighborhood behind me and back. I'm not going far, not taking any big chances. But let's see how she does. I just want to make sure the transmission shifts well. Steering's a little soft, but I feel like that's normal for these old cars. Brakes aren't great, but it's drum brakes all around, but they actually work. Well, it's got a second gear, so that's good. Doesn't have a seat belt, and the seat's not bolted down to the ground. I haven't felt a third gear yet. But she goes. Haven't found third gear yet, but I'm sure it's there. Oh, there we go. Nice. So she shifts. Man, I'll call this a win. I'm really excited about this car. So I haven't seen any signs of mice in this car. It definitely doesn't smell like it. He's been keeping it in his garage, so I'm gonna bring it right into mine. Hopefully it fits under the GTR. It looks close. Woo-wee! Just gonna make it. A little different than what I'm used to. Don't tell anybody about my key. Okay, gonna do a couple things to my El Camino. First thing up, I've got this ignition cylinder here that doesn't require a key. Not that I think anybody's gonna steal this pile, but I do want to put a good ignition cylinder in here. So I saw a few tricks online. The right way to do it is to remove the steering wheel, remove the clock spring, and then there's a little tab you push and release. But I also saw this Nicolas Cage Gone in 60 Seconds way where a guy put a screw in and used a slide hammer. So let's see if we can just tug it out. That didn't work. Okay, so we'll try that again. Oh, it's supposed to. It's supposed to. Oh, look at that. Now it's locked. That one's in there. Wow. The first successful repair on my El Camino. Look at that. I actually have keys. Now it's just a matter of getting this back together. All right, steering wheel is on. Horn button is on. Just pop a couple screws in here and I'm done. Let's see how my new ignition works. Oh, love that. First repair was a success. Only took about an hour and a half, so yeah, I'm definitely no car thief. So it's got oil in it, but it looked pretty black, so I want to change that. And it's definitely got some seepage, but you know, she's old. Of course she's sweating a little bit. So while I got the oil draining, I'm getting my first real look underneath the car. Obviously, we're looking at a brand new gas tank and straps there. I love to see that. Looks like pretty recent rear air shocks with the Schrader valve. So if I want to air it up in the rear, make it look like a gasser, I can. Tires are obviously brand new. I'm not sure what this little plate is, but it's not too concerning. Definitely a fair amount of undercoat all over everything, and we got some patches in the frame right here. Not the worst I've seen. The quarter panel was replaced, but was it finished? I think not. Oh well. And then same on this side. Quarter panel was replaced, but not finished. So I'll have to make some patches in there to finish that. Floor pans were done. And I see a good amount of adhesive in there, so hopefully they were welded in as well, but who knows. I've got some sort of broken cable right here, not quite sure what that is. I know that my speedometer and none of the gauges seem to work, so maybe I don't have anything hooked up to the transmission, which is highly likely. It sure is sweating like a pig under here, but you know, she's old, so that's okay. Brake hoses look pretty good. I did buy a disc brake conversion for this because I don't want no four-wheel drums. So the problem is that I have to get new wheels and tires in order to make the new front disc conversion work. But overall, not too scary. You know, I don't love the cherry bomb exhaust to a straight pipe. It's definitely a little rednecky for my taste. But, you know, one thing at a time. It starts right up, runs, and drives, so I cannot complain. Got a new oil filter on there. I soaked the bottom side in a little gunk engine bright just so I can loosen up some of this oil and grime and then hose it off once I pull it outside. I also put a new crush washer on my drain plug. Still draining though. I'm gonna let it drain for another minute and get the last of that oil out. Got my new crush washer on there. And I got the gunk engine bright soaking all over the bottom. I'm gonna rinse it off shortly. Now it's time to top it off. Got 5 quarts of oil in there. Let's let it run for a minute and then we'll check it. Man, this thing fires right up. I love that. Just shaking down the front end here, and you can see that, I don't know, is that a pitman arm or an idler arm? I think it's a pitman arm. It's a little sloppy. We got some free play on that, so that's definitely going to be on my radar of things to purchase. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. I feel comfortable driving this. I still want to do that front disc conversion. Now that my ignition is done, I'm going to do a quick little upgrade to something cool. Let's see what I got up my sleeve. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. Here it is. I got the 1969 Porsche 911 original Nardi. You know it's authentic. It even says made in Italy stamped on the back with the serial code. Probably the nicest piece of this car at this point. But that's okay. I do like to collect random things like old Nardi steering wheels. So this one is a really nice fit for this. Not really period correct as far as an El Camino goes, but hey, a Nardi looks good in anything. It's like BBS wheels. They look good on anything, and a Nardi steering wheel looks good on anything. This just looks good. Oh! Man, this thing fires right up every time. Let's go see it in the daylight. Oh yeah, that is a beauty. The Nardi Torino wood grain. And it's a pretty good size compared to the original. It's too big for a 240, but man, it's perfect for this. And what an upgrade. Love that. Showing Papa Al the El Camino for the first time. You know you're the reason I love El Caminos? You're the whole reason I like El Camino so much.
Why?
Because you had one when I was a kid. And I loved that car. Oh, well, the past is past. The future's now.
But I was tired of putting gas tanks and brake lines in it.
You know, Heather said that. She remembered it always smelled like gasoline. Oh, yeah, real gem. 305.
305?
305. But it's got some, it sounds good and it's got some nuts, so I don't know. Oh, let's see. Fires right up every time. What's that?
Keeping it or selling?
I don't know. You know, I really want a Blazer. I want a K5 Blazer more than I want this. But this thing is sweet. I'm probably going to fix it up, have some fun with it, and then sell it. And take that money and buy a Blazer. That's what I really want. Oh, yeah, I did, yep. It smells good, like gas and oil. Easy. I put my Nardi steering wheel in it, you like that? So, it's coming along. I need to get a bench seat for it, though. These aren't going to do.
But a bench seat shouldn't be had. A regular Malibu would be the same.
That's exactly what I'm looking at. It's in Bridgewater. I got to drive down to Bridgewater, Mass, but I got a line on a Malibu bench seat, which would be perfect for this. He put 2 new quarter panels on it, and I got to finish up all his body work. I got it for $47.50. How do you think I did?
I have no idea what they're worth.
Right, yeah.
You know?
In this day and age, you know? Back in the day, I overpaid, but considering the date today, I think I got a deal. Nice white walls on it, brand new. But I got a power disc brake conversion for it. Full disc brake, everything. Master, booster, all of it. It won't clear 14-inch wheels. So I got to put all new wheels and tires on it. What's up? Cruising in my Jeep, and you can see my latest purchase behind me, a factory bench seat out of a 72 Chevelle. So it should bolt right into my El Camino and look very period correct. Let's try it out. Does anybody else have the issue where you can't stop buying cool wheels? I'm obsessed with cool wheels. It's like a woman in nice shoes. I just want nice shoes for every vehicle I own. I just picked up these wheels with BF Goodrich tires. They're like brand new. Got a great deal on Facebook Marketplace. They're nicer than my whole damn car. A piece of the car. But man, they look sweet. And they got some brand new BFG rubbers on them. Beautiful. Oh yeah. I love it. What do you think of my new wheels? Because they're shiny?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So shiny. And I like the waves on the other side. They're really pretty.
Oh, let's go check them out. Oh, the flames are your favorite part? Yeah, those are pretty cool. I wish the whole car looked like that. So cool. Ooh, baby. These wheels are too nice for this car. I can't even believe my eyes. They're like brand new. Absolutely gorgeous. 17 by 8s all around with the staggered BF Goodrich G-Force tires. Holy smokes. That is a nice upgrade for this car. Too nice, maybe. I'll take them. It's been sitting for about a week, so let's see how it goes. Got the 2 pumps. Ooh. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. I love this car. It's a beautiful thing. So that's it. I'm about 2 weeks into owning my El Camino, and let me know what you think. Is it the Joe Dirt Special? Should I be proud of it? Did I overpay? Is it a junk? Either way, I don't care. I'd love to hear what you have to say, though. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters. It is pretty cool. It's got a lot of work ahead of it, but, you know, I'm ready to do it. I don't mind getting dirty, putting in the work. So please, tell me what you think. What should I do to it? I'm trying to decide what color to go. I'm not quite certain, but I have a good idea of which route to go. But either way, thanks for watching. I appreciate all your interest and feedback. This is going to be a multi-part series, so a lot of work ahead of me on this car. So if you're into it at all, please click like and subscribe and follow along this journey where I turn this rat rod into something that's actually pretty nice. But otherwise, again, thank you so much for watching and your feedback, and hope you have a great day.